Thank you for coming today and doing this with me. I really appreciate it. Guinea pigs. All right. We'll just do like a 20-minute meditation, heart-based meditation. So first I'll take you through the setup. And basically though, I'm going to give you some guidelines and some rules, but if you don't want to follow them, don't. You know, it's sort of like having dinner is better than not having dinner, right? If it's not a fabulous, sexy dinner, that's okay, right? Just have a meal, do some meditation. So what I'll recommend is some formality. So I'll ask you to sit up, and there's different ways to do it. Basically, you want to organize the mass of your head over the mass of your torso, over the mass of your hips, right? And we'd like for your pelvis to be tilted a little forward, like if it were a bowl, the bowl of water would spill forward. So a lot of times I'll sit on a little yoga towel, or you guys have cushions. So that's one way to sit. And if you choose that method, instead of just sitting cross-legged, I'd like you to sit a little fancier, right? So take your right foot and just tuck it in your left knee crease, right? Just hide it away. Yeah, see if you can get the toes down in. Just like, No? Okay, that's why we're doing,
the other side,
try the other way, yeah. And if it's not working, that's fine.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
The other thing, see how your left knee is off the earth?
Yeah.
You can support it with a block. Reach! There you go. So the goal is to be like comfortable and vertical, but not so comfortable you're gonna fall asleep, right? So like old school is full lotus, like just full on both feet in the hip creases, which is awesome if you can do that for 20 minutes and be comfortable, but
Can I try?
you can definitely try it. And also, like if halfway through you feel like, it's fine to adjust, right? If you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. If you have to cough, cough. Like it's not designed to torture you.
Just a little.
Just a little, exactly. So if this doesn't work at all because it bothers your knees, you can go for the modified Vajrasana, using a block or a couple blocks with your feet pointing straight back. To me, this is less comfortable than cross-legged, but to each his own. And then if you really need support, chair, right? Or wall, right? You can just sit against the wall. All right, I'm gonna do the first setup. All right. So we do kind of want to have a little bit of awareness that we're doing something special, right? We're not just gonna sit on the couch, right? We're doing something formal. All right. So go ahead, dip your chin, and you can close your eyes for this one. Put your hands on your knees, either facing down or facing up. If they're facing up, bring the thumbs and the index fingers to touch, like you're holding little like flowers, right? And the other three fingers then are like stretching out. Okay, good. So get your setup, close your eyes, and go inside. Now bring your attention to your head and draw your head back so it's directly over your torso, right? And then you might have to draw your torso back too so it's directly over your hip girdle, right? And make sure that your tailbone is a little bit tilted back behind you and that your knees are lower than your hips, right? All of this is designed to give you this really powerful, permanent sense of stability, right? It's almost like you feel like a statue or a mountain, right? You can think of the lower body as a boat, right? And your spine as the tall mast coming up out of the boat, right? Go inside and just notice your spine floating up, your skull floating on top of your spine, and then the heaviness of your lower body. All right, one of the main purposes of yoga and meditation is to turn away from the busyness of the outside world and to really go inside. Find that safe and calm, quiet place, right? So as you sit here, become aware of your breath. Even though you're still, your body is continually moving with your breath, just these little micro movements. And you start just by noticing. You're not trying to control or change. Just notice. Notice how the inhale travels all the way up your spine, past your top rib outlet, all the way up to the roof of your mouth. It fills the whole upper body. You might even feel your shoulders gently raising with every inhale. And then notice how the exhale goes all the way down the spine to the very base of your spine, which is called Muladhara. It's a diamond shape between your tailbone, your pubic bone, your sits bones. Right? That the inhale goes all the way up to the top, and the exhale goes all the way down to the bottom. And notice it's kind of surprising sometimes. You go inside and you discover that the breath might be ragged, or it might be shallow, or the inhale might be longer than the exhale. There's all these quirks to your breath cycle today. So now that you've noticed the breath, let's improve the breath. Start to breathe more fully. Focus first on the exhale. Exhale more completely. You might need to use your abdominal muscles a little bit to really force the air out at the end. Make the exhale very complete. And it's okay if it's a little uncomfortable and unfamiliar. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It's just like traveling to a new country, just not used to it. And now that the exhale is full and complete, turn your attention to the inhale. Make the inhale more full and more powerful. And as we do this, remember that if at any time you're really uncomfortable physically, it's fine to adjust your position. So as the breath cycle becomes more full, more complete, you might notice more movement in the body. You can feel the ribs expanding and contracting. You can feel the abdominal muscles pulling in. You might even start to notice sensation in the fingertips, a little pulsing sensation. Right, now that we've worked on the fullness, on the quality of the breath, let's work on the duration of the breath, right? Start to stretch your exhale, make your exhale longer. It sometimes happens naturally. Sometimes you have to work to regulate it. And if you have any emotion around that lengthening, just notice it and let it travel by. All right, and now that we've dramatically altered the quality and the length of the breath, we'll start to sync the breath cycle with the heartbeat. And this is heart-based meditation today. So take either one or both hands to your chest above your heart. And here's where we set the intention. Say to yourself silently, I open my heart. I open my heart. If you get the giggles, this might be where you get the giggles, which is fine. Next, say, I awaken my heart. I awaken my heart. And finally, I live from my heart. I live from my heart. Right, notice, you've gotten very physically still, very quiet. Can you feel your heartbeat through your palm? If you can't feel your heartbeat in your chest, look for it in your wrist. Just take a couple fingers to the opposite wrist. Look for your heartbeat. It's also fine to look in your neck. And if you can't find it, don't panic. Promise it's beating. These are the two most basic, interconnected rhythms of your life. The rhythm of your breath and the rhythm of your heart. All right, and once you've found your heartbeat, start to sync the breath cycle with the heart. For example, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't have to be 6 beats. It can be 4 or 5. Just make it the same number of beats, inhale and exhale. If you're having trouble locating your heartbeat, make up a rhythm that makes sense to you. Just count in rhythm. This even inhale and exhale that's coordinated with the heart is a really old technique, really simple technique, and it's called the swinging breath. You can think of it like a pendulum. Right, now keep this rhythm, but listen to my voice, right? And relax. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. If you lose the rhythm, nothing bad happens. The next technique we'll practice is called square breathing. So you inhale for 6 counts, you hold the inhale for 6 counts, you exhale 6 counts, and you hold the exhale 6 counts. Again, if 4 or 5 works better for you, that's fine. Just make it all even. Right, 4 sides of a box. All right, here we go. Try it for yourself. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, control the exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now hold at the bottom of the exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And repeat. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. It's typical meditation. Exhale. Hold. Continue at your own pace. Don't get up to answer the phone. And now that you've got a hang of that rhythm, start to imagine and picture it. The inhale travels all the way up your spine to the very root of your palate and pauses there. And the exhale goes all the way down to the very base of your spine, to Muladhara, and rests there like this wave of breath traveling through the ocean of your chest. Start to notice and appreciate what a cool and groovy and awesome thing it is to be in your body. Right? That it really is a positive miracle to be alive. All right, now instead of picturing the inhale traveling up and down the spine, picture yourself breathing in and out of your heart, like your chest is a blowhole, right? That you're drawing the air into your heart and exhaling from your heart. Yeah, and like totally normal. It is a positive miracle to be alive, but sometimes that means your feet fall asleep, right? Or your knees hurt. And you attend to what that is and continue on. Breathing in and out through your heart. With a pause at the top of the inhale and a pause at the bottom of the exhale. And then just turn your attention to the idea of so many living heartbeats. Right? We have that all in common, all just beating hearts. Living from, breathing from your specific heart. It's one of the beautiful and simple ironies as you turn away from the busy outside world, turn inside, go inside yourself, and you end up feeling more connected, aware that you are part of the world and the world is inside you. Good, and as we come to a close, repeat to yourself, I open my heart. I awaken my heart. And I live from my heart. Thank you, everybody. You can open your eyes, take a few minutes to notice how you feel. Have a great day.